Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've had a really good turn in the weather. We've had a couple of deep frosts, so we're gonna walk around here, take a look at the gardens. We'll see who made it, who didn't, and what needs done to get ready for winter. So if you hang around till after the break, we'll talk about it. Alright guys, like I said, we've had a turn in the weather and we've had a couple of deep frosts and deep freezes here on the homestead, and some of our plants have suffered some damage, and some of it was unexpected damage that we've taken a pretty good loss on. I'll explain some of that, but other things are doing really well and we'll take a look at those too. Let's just get out here and wander around, see what we can find to get into. Alright guys, one of the first things I want to show you is a loss that Tina and I aren't real happy about. These are some of our pepper plants, and we weren't expecting the frost, but I want to bring you around and show you. If you can see, these are pepper plants that we've stumped out in years past, and you can tell by the thick growth that was cut off. They were brought in for the winter, brought back out in the spring, and they produced good peppers for us. But these are multi-year peppers that the frost has finally killed. So it's looking like we're going to be starting over on green peppers next year, which is not a good thing, but it's an opportunity. We'll be able to show you guys how we get our peppers up and growing. But we lost a real commodity here on the homestead, and there are several of them. We've probably lost 20 or so really good peppers that have produced for us multiple years. So that's one of the losses we're not real happy about, but we're going to find some other things that did make it. Alright, real quick while I'm here, we had a viewer question about our ground cherries or our husk cherries. They asked if they had thorns. Our planted ones do not, and I've checked the ones by the creek and they do. So they're obviously different varieties, but the ground cherries are still covered. The frost doesn't affect this. So we had another question on them, is how do you know when they're ripe? Because they have some variance in the color. The answer is real simple. When you pick them up, let's see if I can do one. When you pick them up and shake them, if the ground cherries fall to the ground, then they're ripe and ready to go. So you want to make sure you don't pick up old ones off the ground. So the best thing to do is move the vine real easy, then start shaking on them. So move the vines, then pull your old ones out, then start shaking on them. But that's one way. Our ground cherries are still covered, and you'll probably won't see us make any more jam out of them, but we're going to. So we've already done a video on that. If you want to see it, I'll probably put a link to it there at the end of the video. But those are the ground cherries, and they're still doing well. All right, here's another example of a pepper we lost, a multi-year pepper. Really not happy about this, but as you can see, there's some thick trunked old ones. This one's probably 3 or 4 years old, but we've lost it. Now we are going to trim these up and try to save them, but probably won't cover too much of that, because odds are we've already lost them. So, but we have other things that are doing just fine, so better to focus on those. And in any kind of gardening, my advice to people is always have a short memory when you garden. Things happen and you till them under and you replant and you keep rolling. So we've got shelves to fill, so it doesn't pay any good to dwell on bad things that happen in the garden. So you learn from them and you move on. But we're going to try to save these. If we can, we can. We'll be happy about that. But if not, then we've learned another lesson about keeping an eye on the weather. All right guys, we'll shoot down through here, see if you can pick out the dead squash plants. These are the volunteer squash that we were following along, but the frost has come through and finally taken care of them. So we didn't get anything off of them. I hate to say that, but they just didn't make it. They were too late making their effort. So I'll show you the rest of the garden here, the main garden. The tomato plants are done for. Lost a bunch of good peppers over there too. Man, I hate that. But we got our seeds off the okra. But like I said, pays to have a short memory. So let me show you how we're going to handle this. Alright guys, we're going to get Tina on camera here because as soon as I fire up the tractor, she knew what was coming and she came a-running to say goodbye.
Yeah.
So we'll get her to walk up here a little bit and we'll show them what happened to your poor thing.
It's dirt.
It's dirt.
All dirt.
All of the sadness and lost pepper plants and stuff have been converted into dirt. So we got it tilled up, tilled under, and then we got it drove in, which is just saying that I drove over the entire surface of it with the tractor to compact it down. We'll probably get us a load of manure yet this fall and get it spread on there and turned in. So we're going to need that surface packed up tight so we can drive on it in case it rains or something between now and then. But the other thing is packing it like this for the winter also slows down the nutrient leaching and stuff. But also make sure we have good soil contact with all that organic matter we just turned in. But in a very short amount of time, with very little effort, we can forget the bad stuff and we'll move on to the good stuff, and we'll even take a few steps to improve things for next year. So that's the way gardening goes. And we'll get out here and now we'll get over there in the raised bed garden. We'll show you a few things that are doing well. Alright guys, enough of the dead and dying. Let's take a look at some of the things that are making the effort to live. We got some cauliflower here going on in this bed. We've gone on and thinned those down. We didn't end up transplanting them like we'd hoped, but we did get them thinned down, and they have taken the frost like champs. They are reinforced with bone meal, which has a lot of phosphorus. If you didn't know, phosphorus is a natural antifreeze for plants. So these guys have been through three good frosts, and I come out here and found them almost frozen solid, but they bounce back like champs as soon as the sun hits them. So we may even end up with cauliflower this year. We had thought maybe they were behind, so we kicked them up with a little nitrogen and gave them a little extra bone meal, and they are just hanging tough. Alright guys, here's another success story. I want to show you these broccoli plants. They're out here doing good. We've already harvested a few small heads off of them, but I wanted you to see that these are the same plants that had the black spot fungus, which is a type of blight. But we got on them and we got them trimmed down and we got them sprayed. And once you see all that healthy new growth going on in there, now we got a little bug damage. That's all right, but they're not getting into the heads yet, and we'll keep the bugs knocked back. We're outside their regular breeding cycle anyway. Still got plenty of new heads forming down in here, but they're doing good. Wanted to show you, this is another one we've come out and found these frozen solid first thing in the morning, but with that extra phosphorus in there and the fact that they're brassicas and they don't mind the cold so much anyway, they're doing really good. So we'll go on and check out a few of the other plants. There's some leftovers from that black spot damage there, but we got most of it trimmed off, the rest of it sprayed, and the new growth is just taking over, and the plants are good and healthy and should produce good heads. Okay guys, real quick while we're taking a break here, we just had a look at the broccoli and we're going to get on and look at the rest of it. But I wanted to stop here and say thank you to all you guys. I appreciate all the well wishes. And I really want to thank you guys for all the support that you guys have shown Tina. I know I know you guys would like to see more of her on the camera and stuff. She's starting to come around a lot better. She's having some fun, and we're glad that she's doing it, and that's all because of you guys, you know, getting behind her and wishing her well and telling her you enjoy seeing her on the videos and stuff. She wanted nothing to do with YouTube, nothing to do with being on camera. This whole bright idea was mine when it started, and I really appreciate her. She started out, you know, picking up a camera and helping out on days when I wasn't feeling real well, and then she you know, she sees the importance of trying to get a video out and trying to get, you know, in front of you guys every day or as much as we can, and to show you what we got going on here. And she's been a wonderful help, just being real supportive. So I want to thank you guys for supporting her. She's really trying, and we hope to have her on camera a lot more as things go on. But we've got a couple of videos planned. One, we'd like to do a Q&A video, and we have a problem in kind of that we carry the camera around here and we show you guys what we're doing, but we try to interact with you guys in the comments, but we want to be a little more interactive with you guys. We haven't figured out how to do the live shows yet. We may try to do some of that this winter, but we'd like to do a Q&A. If you have questions about Tina and I, how we met, where we met, I would like you to put those down in the comments. We're going to try to get enough questions together to fill a video and let you guys know a little bit about us. You know, there's a reason I wear sunglasses. There's a reason you don't see me walking around doing things. If you want to know, you got to ask. So I could sit here and tell you, but that'd be a one-way conversation. So if you have questions, please put them down in the comments. I wanted to just say thank you to you guys. We're going to get up and take a look at the rest of this broccoli and stuff. I just needed to take a little break here, but we'll get up and take a look at stuff, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, real quick, while we're still on the broccoli, bring you down and show you these two beds here. They are doing fantastic. Lots and lots of new growth, but we got away from that black spot fungus. You can hardly see it on some of these plants anymore. We've knocked it back and we trimmed off the affected leaves. That just made the rest of the plant grow faster. So they are kicking it live. We'll jump across here, go across the way here to this other bed. This is the transplanted broccoli. These are the broccoli that we saved from a little crowding we had. But I think we put 45 good heads of broccoli in this one. So I wanted you to see they're doing well too. Everybody's bounced back from the fungus, and we're still expecting a really good crop of broccoli for the year. All right, here we got the good with the bad. We got these Brussels sprouts thinned out, and they are doing really good. They're a type of brassica again, like the broccoli and the cauliflower, but they can take a little bit of cold, but these have been through solid freezes and they are still rolling on. So I don't know if we can get them all the way up. Brussels sprouts are really slow, so we took a chance, but we might not get any Brussels sprouts out of them, but we're going to enjoy the plants going into winter. But the bad is that the little cowpea things did not make it through. This is what frost does to bean plants. So we'll take the good with the bad. We didn't get the extra seeds that we hoped for, but bean seeds are cheap, and like anything else, we'll pull these out, probably feed them to the chickens, and we'll move on. All right, we're going to jump from the bad to the good, and I want to show you these cabbage plants. We got these thinned out also. We didn't do the transplanting on them that we wanted, but we did get them thinned out, and we got 2 beds of them. So just wanted to show you. We'll take the good with the bad, but there's more good going on here than we could expect this late in the season. So these cabbage plants here will start rolling up heads here pretty quick, and they, like everything else, are reinforced with the bone meal. So they've got a lot of phosphorus down in the soil, and they can take a frost. So we're looking forward to these. We've never grown these before. These are the white-hearted cabbages, and they are specific to making sauerkraut. So we're looking forward to seeing how these do, but we still got a lot of good going on here. Don't worry about us. All right, we're going to step back here and take a look at the beets. The beets are still doing good. Now they have taken a lick from the frost, but what I can tell you is that those beets are almost ready to harvest. So we're not real worried about it. They seem to be handling the frost okay. Not great, but they didn't wilt up and die. So we're going to let them go just a little bit. These beets are probably 1.5 inches or so in diameter. So we'd like to get them up around 2 inches. So we're going to let them go. We got a long, cool spell coming, but it shouldn't affect them too bad. And then you'll probably see us out here with another beet harvest. All right, guys, last but not least, while we still got a little bit of light here, I wanted to show you the peas. The peas are doing really, really well. See if I can scan across here without getting my camera equipment too bad. The other bed of peas is doing well too. But, like I told you guys, these guys will about grow through the snow. Not any problems. They're still young plants. But if you can see, they're reaching tall and looking to grow. So we're looking forward to harvesting peas here one last time before the year is out. But just wanted to show you, you know, it doesn't hurt to push. We're going to run right up on the frost line, and we're just going to see what happens. But we do this every year. But seeds aren't all that expensive, and it's worth it if it works out. So we enjoy it. Pushing up, seeing if we can beat the frost and beat the freezes. But we intend to harvest until the snow flies. So we'll bring you guys along. Let's see, we got one more. Those beds there are getting ready to be planted with garlic. So that's going to be an upcoming video. But got to finish prepping those 2 beds, and then we'll be planting on them. Alright guys, that's about going to wrap it up for today's video. I've got some other videos. I'm going to put those links up above, and if you haven't seen them, I hope you'll go and check them out. But we're gonna probably have a little bit of a sporadicness to posting of the videos here for a little while I get my wind back. But we've got some big projects coming up. We've got beds that need tended, and we got to get that garden ready to overwinter and be ready again for spring. But we're looking forward to trying to get some more videos out here on a little more regular basis here in a little bit. Just gonna take us a minute to get back up to speed. But like I said, we've got some good videos planned. We want to show you how to tuck your chickens in for the winter, and how to get your garden ready, and we've got a couple of harvest videos we're gonna have to do yet. So that's a good thing. We'll have some canning to do yet on top of that. So we keep rolling until the snow flies. We don't pack it in when the summer crops are done. We got shelves to fill, and we got food that needs put up. We live on our food all year long, so it takes a lot. If you didn't know and you want to try a neat math problem, two people eating 3 meals a day eat 2,190 meals in a year. That is a lot of food to put up. If you're eating 3 things on your plate, I got to get 3 jars of food canned up and ready to go for all 2,000 of those meals. So a lot of people ask us how much we can in a year. You probably don't want to know. But we've enjoyed having you guys here at the channel. We've still got a lot of good things going on. Don't let the negative of the frost bring you down. We are rolling hard and having a good time. So we've enjoyed having you here at the channel. If you like the video, please hit that thumbs up button, leave us a comment. And if you like the content here on the channel, we hope you'll subscribe. Down there by the subscribe button is a bell. If you mash that bell, YouTube will send you a notification whenever we release a new video. That's a great way to keep up with the channel. But we've enjoyed having you guys out here to the homestead. We're going to get back inside, get warmed up, get a little hot chocolate in us, enjoy the good cool weather, getting the flannel on, and love that good cool crisp winter air. So we're glad it's coming. We're looking forward to a long winter's nap. We'll catch you guys in the next one.